Hey, what's going on, y'all? I just thought I'd give my post-fight review on the Kimbo Slice versus Dada 5000 fight that took place on Bellator on Spike TV. Man, where do I begin? This happens to be, and some people will disagree with me on this, and I expect most people would agree with me on this, that this had to be one, probably the worst MMA fight that I've ever seen in my life. All right, and no disrespect to Kimbo Slice, I like him, I really do. But after the Colossus Thompson fight that happened years ago, he just hasn't been the same, dominant fighter ever since. And let me break it down. I'm going break this fight down though. First round, obviously it was a feeling process, and then like seconds later, Dada tried to rush Kimbo with a wild right, and then Kimbo ducked, and then he took him down, which is a great takedown, by the way. Got the crowd up on their feet. Um, but what was so lethargic about this fight is that Kimbo had he had Dada on the ground, but for like a good minute or two, and the crowd was getting restless because it seemed like Kimbo was trying to go for a ground game against Dada, but it just like, what was the point? Because there was no effect at all. And I know Dada tried to grab and grab it from doing any key locks on him or whatnot, but I'm not sure skilled in the ground game as far as applying submission holds and whatnot, because I haven't seen it. But correct me if I'm wrong, anyone. Um, but yeah, it was a very very not so exciting first round. But after a minute or two later, Dada found a way to get back up from the ground and then try to apply some pressure on Slice. And the thing about Dada, he was flagrantly under condition for this fight, in terrible shape. And the same thing goes for Kimbo as well, because Kimbo, the thing about him is that he loads up so much in the first round to the point he musters so much power just try to get his opponent out as quick as possible. Because throughout his career, he's shown that he could be prone when it comes to stamina. So, I mean, both fighters were under condition. I mean, Kimbo was a little more conditioned than Dada. And Kimbo showed more technicality than Dada. And believe me, Kimbo is not the greatest technical fighter out there. But Dada, this dude is like, I don't know what the hell he was doing. He was just swinging air most of the time. He was just throwing wild, just throwing lazy, lackadaisical punches, whatnot, to the point that he didn't put no muster into it. It's like no power into the punches. And the crowd throughout the night was getting very restless. They were getting angry, in other words, because they felt that their money wasn't spent on an entertaining fight on a fight they thought was going to be entertaining. It was promoted to be entertaining because, Kimbo and Dada go way back in his days in Miami in the streets where they've had their beefs and they had their issues, that helped promote the fight. But it did. If you looked at that, if you view the fight, it just shows that none of the men. I mean, I'm saying Kimbo didn't try his best. I mean, it just seems like they didn't show much heart in there. I mean, I know they, again, they were fighting. They fought up to the third round, and I believe that Kimbo was winning the fight throughout before that stoppage. But that stoppage itself looks so funny to me. Yes, Kimbo had connected on some punches, whatnot. He did. But to me, it didn't really have much effect on Dada. I think the reason why Dada, the referee ruled it TKO, obviously, because Dada just didn't have nothing left. He was just out of stamina. He pretty much lost the fight based off fatigue and conditioning. Not the fact that Kimbo was applying pressure on him, but the fact is that he was just badly under condition. And that's the honest truth. And Kimbo Slice, in the post-fight interview, yeah, he looked very winded. I mean, obviously he was very winded and very under condition to the point he could barely speak. So, man, I was just very disappointed. Bottom line, this was definitely not a great fight. And I have to reiterate that point again. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think about this. Care to comment, share, subscribe. Signing off, and let me know what you think. Where the two men go from here at this point. I know Kimbo still has a contract with Bellator, but what does this mean for Dada 5000? Will they let him go? Will they cut his contract, or does he have a future left based off that performance? Let me know what you think. Signing off. Peace.